Now, landowners in Devanahalli, I beg your pardon, are a scared lot. Now, thanks to the Tahsildar, people fear that they might lose their land for no mistake of theirs.
This family is protesting in front of the Devanahalli Tahsildar office. They are demanding justice from the Tahsildar. This is Muniappa's family that you see protesting in front of Tahsildar's office. A farmer by profession, Muniappa had 2 acres and 27 guntas of land in a small hamlet near Devanahalli. Muniappa's family was involved in a property dispute with another family from the same village. The matter had even reached court, but unfortunately for Muniappa, the court's verdict was in favor of the other party involved in the dispute. Distraught with the decision, the matter was taken by Muniappa to High Court. Muniappa managed to get a stay order on the Sessions Court verdict. But Muniappa now alleges that the Tahsildar has gone against the High Court decision and has transferred the khata of the land to Ramesh, the other party involved in the dispute. Left with no option, the family is now protesting in front of the Tahsildar's office.
ಇದು ನಮ್ದಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಮ್ದು ಜಮೀನು ಕಿತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರು ನಾನು ಒಬ್ಬನು ನಾನೇನು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೂ ನನಗೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ನನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಸಿಕ್ಕೋರೆಲ್ಲ ಆವಾಗ ನಾನೇನು ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಪ್ಪ ಯಾಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಜಮೀನು ನಮ್ಮದು ನಾವು ಬಿಡಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ನಾನು ಕೋರ್ಟ್ಗಳು ಕಚೇರಿಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ನನಗೆ ಜಮೀನು ಬಿಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಮೊನ್ನೆ ನಾನು ಇದು ತಹಸೀಲ್ದಾರ್ ತಕ್ಕ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ ಸರ್ ಇದ್ರಾಗ ಮೇಲಿಂದ ಆರ್ಡ್ರ್ ಬಂದದೆ ಇದು ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಇದು ಕೇಸ್ ಐತೆ ಆರ್ಡ್ರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೇಸ್ ಬೇರೆ ಐತೆ ಸರ್ ಅಂತ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ತಹಸೀಲ್ದಾರ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ತಿರುಗಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರು ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕೂತ್ಸ್ಕೊಂಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದು ಯಾರೋ ಪೈಲ್ ತಂದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಕ್ಕಿದ್ರು ಆ ಪೈಲ್ ನೋಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಮ್ಮ ನಿಂತು ಕಳಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವ್ರ ಹೆಸ್ರಾಗ ಖಾತೆ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟವ್ರೆ ಸರ್ ರಮೇಶ್ ಅವ್ರ ಹೆಸ್ರಾಗ.
Ramesh is a constable by profession and is currently deputed with the Intelligence Department of the State Police. Villagers are alleging that Ramesh has used high-handedness in getting the court's verdict in his favor. Though the land has already been transferred to Ramesh, villagers strongly opine that the land belongs to Muniappa. Many organizations have come forward to support Muniappa. The matter even reached the village panchayat. It was decided by the panchayat that the land would be transferred to Muniappa and in return, he will have to pay Ramesh a sum of 31 lakh rupees. Accordingly, Muniappa sold an acre of land and paid Ramesh a sum of 20 lakh rupees. But immediately after receiving the money, Ramesh has turned hostile. He has refused to go by the panchayat's verdict. Ramesh now says that he has the necessary documents and is the rightful owner of the land.
ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಸುಳ್ಳು. ಇದು ಒಂದು 10 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಸಿವಿಲ್ ಕೇಸ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ ತಾತ ಮುತ್ತಾತರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ವಾರಸುದಾರರಾಗಿದ್ರಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ತಾತನವರು ಅದರಿಂದ ಒಂದು 60 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಪೊಸಿಷನಲ್ಲಿದ್ದರು. ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಸ್ ನಡೆಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಅವ್ರ ತಾತನವ್ರು ತೀರ್ಕೊಂಡ ಮೇಲೆ ಸಿವಿಲ್ ಕೇಸು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮಂತು ನಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರಿಗೆ ಆದೇಶ ಮಾಡೈತೆ, ಏನು ದೇವನಹಳ್ಳಿ ಕೋರ್ಟು. ಅದರಿಂದ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅವರು ಖಾತೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ.
What makes the matter worse is that Muniappa couldn't produce the necessary documents in court during the hearing. It is alleged that the documents were misplaced and could not be traced during the hearing. After the Sessions Court verdict ruled against Muniappa, an organization working for the welfare of Dalit came ahead and traced all the documents. Muniappa then approached the High Court with the documents and got the stay order on the transfer. But it is alleged that the Tahsildar transferred the land in a jiffy. The transaction, which usually takes weeks, was allegedly completed in days. It is also alleged that the final documents were signed by the Tahsildar after he received the stay order from the High Court. When asked about this, the Tahsildar states that he signed the documents much before the stay order papers arrived. He has also promised to transfer the land to the one who would win the case in High Court.
ಆರೋಪ ಸತ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ದೂರವಾದ್ದು. ಈಗ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ರೆವಿನ್ಯೂ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ 1964 ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ 127 129 ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಯಾವುದೇ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೆ ಸ್ಲಿಪ್ ಬಂದರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ನಾವು ಕ್ರಮ ಕೈಗೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕು, ಅವ್ರು ಖಾತೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಿದೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಖಾತೆ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಪಟ್ಟಾಗ ಅವರ ಅಪೋನೆಂಟ್ ಅವ್ರು ಬಂದು ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ ಕೋರ್ಟು ತಕರಾರು ಮಾಡಿ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ನ್ಯಾಯಾಲಯ ನಡೆಸಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ನ್ಯಾಯಾಲಯ ನಡೆಸಿದಾಗ ನಾವು ಆ ದಾಖಲೆಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಪರಿಶೀಲನೆ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಸಿವಿಲ್ ನ್ಯಾಯಾಲಯ ಯಾರು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅವ್ರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಆದೇಶ ಮಾಡಿತ್ತು. ಅವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಪರಿಶೀಲನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾವು ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಆದೇಶ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ.
None know what is really transpiring at the Tahsildar's office, but Muniappa has taken a vow to fight the battle till the end. It is really appalling to see that government officials like Tahsildar, who are supposed to help people, are the ones who are causing all the trouble. Will Muniappa win the battle, or will he too fall prey to corrupt government officials? Manjay Gowda for News 9, Devanahalli.
Now, we have often reported on how the city's sewage water is polluting Bengaluru's lakes. Now, one of the landmark lakes in the city exhibits this bitter reality.
This is the state of the ecosystem in the popular Sankey Tank Lake near Malleshwaram. The banks are lined with floating carcasses of dead fish. Are you wondering what the reason is? It is the drains of Bengaluru. BWSSB looks at the disappearing lakes in the city to get rid of the sewage, and Sankey Tank is one such lake which has fallen victim to them.
Before the sanitary pipes was 9 inches, now they have increased for 1.5 inch. The problem has happened because for this increasing of the level of the pipe, now the sanitary work is going through surrounding the Sankey Tank, and the problem what has happened, the sanitary water which is sewage water, it just entered into the lake. So because of that water, what has happened, past from 3 days, we are seeing lots of fishes are dying, and the water has been poisoned because of the sanitary water. There are lots of chemical will be included in the sanitary water. Because of that, the lake is getting polluted.
Some of the residents contacted the Palike's wildlife cell, who was shocked to see the number of dead fish when they arrived. With the authorities deciding to increase the amount of muck that enters the lake, the ecosystem has been heavily affected by the toxic pollutants. Apart from a popular destination for walkers and nature enthusiasts, Sankey Tank primarily attracts birds of different kinds. The red fish have caused an imbalance because apart from the clearly damaged ecosystem of the lake, the birds have no food.
And here also there are so many corriental egrets and so many water birds. And even though with that, they have lot of other bird sightings also. There are 70 different birds have been habitat in this corner, because it's a very beautiful lake. We don't want to pollute this lake. We want to take immediate action. Especially here, there are lots of water birds, because it's most water birds are getting food from this corner, and even lots of turtles are there in this lake. And today the fishes may be die, but tomorrow there are other different birds will also get it die. They are dying like this kind of problem. But I don't know why this BWSSB has not taken proper decision while making any kind of their construction work.
The dead fish have also appeared on the banks of Sankey Tank for the past couple of days, but no action seems to have been taken. The BBMP workers themselves are expressing helplessness and disapproval at the authorities' sheer ignorance. Nabila, News 9, Bengaluru.
Now, the exotic variety of Nanjangud Rasabale was on the verge of extinction, but there is some good news for the lovers of this unique banana. Take a look.
Nanjangud Rasabale is a unique variety of banana grown in and around Nanjangud in Mysore area. But this exotic variety of banana was facing serious problems due to widespread fungal disease. The Horticulture Department of Mysore has now come forward to protect this regional crop. They want all residents to grow these crops outside their houses and help protect them. They are distributing the saplings at 12 rupees.
ಗುಡ್ ರಸಬಾಳೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮೈಸೂರು ಭಾಗದ ನಂಜನಗೂಡಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಶಸ್ವಿಯಾಗಿ ಬೆಳೆಯಲಾಗ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಕಾರಣಾಂತರಗಳಿಂದ ಪನಾಮ ರೋಗದ ಕಾರಣ ಅದನ್ನು ಅಳಿವಿನಂಚಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಆದ ಕಾರಣ ತೋಟಗಾರಿಕೆ ಇಲಾಖೆ ಇದು ಜಿಯೋಗ್ರಫಿಕ್ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಭೌಗೋಳಿಕ ಹೋಗಿ ಗುರುತಿಸಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಪೇಟೆಂಟ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಹಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ಗೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಸೊ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈಸೂರು ಭಾಗದ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತಲಿನ ಜನ, ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಮೈಸೂರು ನಾಗರಿಕರು 1 ಅಥವಾ 2 ಗಿಡಗಳನ್ನ ಬೆಳೆಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಈ ಮೈಸೂರು ಹೆರಿಟೇಜ್ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನಾವು ಉಳಿಸ್ಕೋತೀವೋ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಸಾಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಕವಾಗಿ ಬೆಳೀತಾರಂಥ ಬೆಳೆಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಉಳಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ ತೋಟಗಾರಿಕೆ ಇಲಾಖೆ ವತಿಯಿಂದ ನಾವು ರಂಗಸಮುದ್ರ ತೋಟಗಾರಿಕಾ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಶಸ್ವಿಯಾಗಿ ಬೆಳೀತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ.
The Horticulture Department has made these crops available in the premises of Manasa Gangotri Horticulture Nursery in Mysore.
ನಂಜನಗೂಡು ಅಂದರೆ ರಸಬಾಳೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಹೆಸರು ಜೊತೆಗೇನೆ ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಒಂದು ವಿಷಾದಕರ ಸಂಗತಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಇತ್ತೀಚೆಗೆ ನಂಜನಗೂಡು ರಸಬಾಳೆ ಕಣ್ಮರೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ರೈತರು ಬೆಳೆಯೋದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ತೋಟಗಾರಿಕೆ ಇಲಾಖೆಯವರು ತಳಿಗಳನ್ನ ಅವರೇ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಕೆಲಸ.
This new plan of the Horticulture Department has been welcomed by the residents as it is a move to protect the regional crop, and also the residents get to eat these healthy exotic bananas grown in their own backyard. Ram, News 9 Mysore.